Today, with continuing with our efforts to provide best webinars on different S&T fields, we are today organizing a webinar on interlocking and functional testing of QSAN EI. On behalf of Indian Railway and Chemtech, I welcome Mr. Sivamani, Senior Manager QSAN and his team, and thank them for providing their valuable time to educate all of us about the functional testing, interlocking and functional testing of QSAN EI. I request all the participants to please keep their mic and video off so that we can have interruption-free webinar. And now I request Shri Shivamani to please go ahead with your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for your chance and introduction. And along with me, my team members, Mr. Sudarshan and Mr. Subrata also joined. And we are ready, sir. We can we'll start the.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So the today's agenda, we are going to discuss about these topics. First, we'll give a little bit overview about our company, and in the point of commissioning standards and other things. And what are the standards, RDSO standards and ISO process, what we are following in this one testing and commissioning process, that we will explain. And we will be next, we will be explaining testing input and testing documents and certificates and other things, what are all we are using.
change
So that we will be explaining it. And afterwards, factory acceptance test. In the part of factory acceptance test, what are the testings we are doing, that we will explain. And afterwards, site acceptance test. And afterwards, OEM, as part of OEM inspection, what are the points we are checking, we will like to explain it. And a commissioning, and give a little information on maintenance also. So we'll go ahead with the first one. So as of now, if you see 2014, this one K5 BMC installation has started. So till now we have completed 403 400 commissioning we have done. So next, as a part of standards process, and these are the RDSO standard document which we are following in various stages of our installation, testing, and commissioning activities. The first is TAN, the latest TAN, whatever whatever RDSO has approved, 3012 version 3 guidelines for this one TSSA, and that we are following it. And exclusively pre-commissioning checklist RDSO has given for K5 BMC Make EA. So that also we are following it up. And K5 BMC installation guidelines and a typical earth diagram, whichever RDSO has approved. These are the documents been approved by the RDSO. I would like to show those documents. So this is a TAN. I think you all may be having this TAN. And these are the pre-commissioning checklist. So these pre-commissioning checklist also we used to take after the SAT completion. And these are OEM guidelines and the earthing plan. And as part of the ISO process, we are also certified with ISO 9001 2015 certified company. In the overall company itself ISO certified. In that all the process also ISO certified. And we have ISO certified checklist and forms and certificates to have a to have a standard quality all across our activities like design, testing, commissioning, maintenance. So all the process will be as per ISO standards. And as well as testing and commissioning also having individual process, independent process as per the ISO standards. So this is our overall process, how it goes. So everything is starts from the design. Once we got the inputs like SAP and TOC, we'll start the design. And once the design is completed, then we'll do the production check. Once the production check is completed, then we'll do the production fact. The design team itself, they will be doing the factory acceptance test, and they will be releasing to the verification. And once the verification is done, then the internal team, testing team will take an internal FAT and they will do the internal FAT. Once they satisfied with all the testing performance, then they will call for the customer to the customer FAT. Once the customer FAT is completed and customer has signed the certificates, then we'll do the installation also parallelly it will start. And once the installation is completed, then the internal system will be powered on and the internal site acceptance testing will be started. Once the internal site acceptance testing is completed, then we'll call the customer for the customer SAT. Once the customer SAT is completed, then we'll call the OEM for the OEM inspection. Once the OEM inspection is completed, then the station is ready for the commissioning, and NI and NI can be taken. So once NI is taken, then after that it will get commissioned and maintenance. If any requirement or any changes required, then the same process will follow. So this is the overall design and testing workflow we are having inside our office. The same flow only we are following for all 400 station, and further also we are following the same. So next, I'll request my team member Subrata to take this one, and he will explain about testing inputs and other things, and I will also be available for the explanation. So Subrata.
So these are the testing inputs for FAT and SAT. Okay, for FAT we are taking like station SIP, station route control chart or control table, then cross table application logic data, operator video database and simulation database, and either CCIP or whatever this video layout diagram will take for FAT. Same for SAT also, all things will be there. Only this MTC database we have to take another, and that application logic will be different files will be available. Testing documents. So we have the testing documents for FAT. We are preparing the certificates like checksum CRC certificate, EI system acceptance test certificate, simulator data acceptance certificate, and acceptance test incident report, and tested documents. Whatever the documents are tested in the FAT, signed documents will keep for our proof. Then for SAT, before SAT, we are ensuring the site installation checklist. The installation was done according to our practice or not. Then pre-SAT checklist we have before starting SAT. What are the points we need to check? So for that we have prepared one checklist. And SAT checklist also available during any alteration or after power run, after SAT, what are the things are there? So SAT checklist will check, and earthing certificate. Then same for FAT, whatever the checksum CRC and things are there. So checksum CRC certificate, EI acceptance test certificate, simulator data acceptance test certificate, then ATR incident report, video panel correspondence certificate, field correspondence certificate, and some tested documents will be followed for SAT. So this is the checksum CRC certificate. So these are the details we need to fill here, like project name or job number, who is the customer dealing with it, and the station name, section, location, and customer reference like SIP and RCC numbers will put inside. And this is the certificate for the equipment. So our equipment is K5BMC, so we'll mention like K5BMC, and for every station there will be a station ID, so that will be mentioned in station ID. Then version, checksum, CRC, and compiled date. and it is a FAT stage or set or commissioned stage, that one will mention here. And our FAT procedure number or set procedure number here, so that one will follow in the procedure column. Then who is the TST's representative and customer representative, so we'll mention in the parts. So this is the EI system acceptance test certificate. So here also that the top things will be common only, and we'll mention the supporting documents for the EI acceptance test certificate. This is the simulator data acceptance test certificate.
No cigarette.
Yes. Tell me, sir.
Please continue, sir.
Okay. So this is the simulator data acceptance certificate. So for FAT and SET, we are using the simulation. For FAT, we are using software simulations, and SET, we are using the hardware simulators. So for that, we are giving one certificate that simulator is proper, so certify for that. So this is the acceptance test incident report, which is we call it short form ATR. So whatever the comments or incidents we are getting during the testing, so we'll record in that. So it will be certified with the tester and the designer. And again for retesting and completed, we'll take the records for it. So initial checksum for initial starting time, whatever the checksum will be there, that one will be mentioned, and closing time, what is the checksum, that will be final checksum will be mentioned in that. So this is the site installation checklist. There are so many points in that checklist, like these diagrams, our floor plans, and other EI earthing plans that are approved as per the approval or not. We have to check that things. Space is available on EI record, isolated from ground. So all the things regarding our EI installation practice, so we have to follow. So all the things are mentioned in a checklist. So before power run, we have to check all the things. So these things are complied or not at site. So this is a